Welcome everybody to Flay High Field. I'm Mike Gay along with George Bukavalis and Craig Tiedites. We're here for the first round action. Westwood Wolverines will face Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons.
The Falcons.
The Falcons. It's a great night and it's playoff time.
Indeed, thank you. And this is obviously our trusted microphone, Don Zhang, who's filming tonight. I want to thank him again for taking the lead in the videography department. Spectacular evening again in early November. Who would have thought? 60 degrees and rising on the mercury this evening. George, what can we expect from Coach Grant pushing the boys tonight?
I expect a big game out of the boys tonight. They've finished off the year great. We don't know too much about this Dighton-Rehoboth team, but if we play our game, strength is right down the middle. We should be perfectly fine today. I see us playing Tuesday.
Good. I would say, if I could just jump in, it didn't look like they had any common opponents in looking at the schedule. So it is a bit of, George, as you mentioned, a bit of a mystery here. We'll see how it goes. Mike, back to you.
Yeah, and we got the memo. It's a whiteout here at Flay High Field. There's about, attendance is up, about 3,000, maybe 4,000 in the stands. 2 out of the 3 of us got the memo, 1 of us didn't, but it should be a great night of soccer.
I'm feeling good.
Flay High Field for tonight's MIA Division II South Boys Soccer game between the Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons and the Westwood Wolverines. During tonight's game, please be considerate and respectful to the players, coaches, officials, and other fans by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. And now for our starting lineups. Starting off with the Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons. Starting in goal, Brooks Menard. Number 2, Nate Rogers. Number 8, Will Taylor. Number 9, Peter Gay. Number 10, Andrew Horowitz. Number 12, Noah Monroe. And a special happy 18th birthday to Noah today. Number 14, Matt McNaughton. Number 17, Ryan Paulus. Number 18, Joey Reed. Number 19, Logan Pimental. And number 21, Matt Grady. And Dighton-Rehoboth is coached by Steve Culper. And now for your Westwood Wolverines. Starting in goal, Nick Bonner. Number 8, Dan Hiller. Number 4, Brian Reisfelder. Number 5, Kevin Zhang. Number 6, Tommy Bukavalis. Number 10, Michael Moylan. Number 13, Bryce Whitney. Number 14, Brian Gibbons. Number 15, Joshua Morrison Deutsch. Number 17, Jason Moy. And number 12, Michael Tadutz. And they are coached by John Grant. If you could all now please rise and move your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
And for the first time, we are high atop the press box here at Flay High Field.
Both teams and go Wolverines.
And that's Matt Gillis, the athletic director of Westwood High School, announcing the starting lineups and cheering on the Wolverines.
You know, the fact that the sportsmanship, shout out to the 18-year-old on the Rehoboth squad. Very nice treat there from the Minister Gill.
Nice indeed.
So looks like Westwood doing their obligatory, 30-yard sprint, little warm-up, and should be interesting, George Bukavalis, how we're going to play it.
Let's see how the boys start today at 4-5-1 and how they match up with Dighton-Rehoboth.
Mike, I was just going to point out, looks like they've got quite a few concessionaires today, up and down. There's like popcorn, I think some beverages going up and down the stairs here at Flay Hive.
Yeah, I think beer sales here at Flay Hive is prohibited, strictly prohibited.
I was just referring to Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, yes. But no, it's electric. I mean, this is World Series / World Cup feel here.
Very much so, and there's absolutely no breeze. Like today, as we heard, the first American women running the New York City Marathon, winning it since like 1977. So local, but it was great temperatures, no wind. So same thing here at Flay Hive.
And look for Westwood to get out early. They've been doing a better job of that in the last few games. Some key wins down the stretch to punch their ticket to the state tournament.
Seniors are we starting with today? 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 seniors we starting lineup. For Westwood.
So George Bukavalis had a Merrimack Bentley soccer game today.
I thought he was fishing on the Merrimack.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where he was going on that either.
But George, you're talking about Westwood, but the Dighton-Rehoboth squad, they're lived with upperclassmen.
12 seniors on their team.
And they got a post-grad 18-year-old too.
Yeah, he just turned. I don't know if you heard it. He just turned 18.
Starting with 5 seniors today, right? Gibbons, Bonner, Whitney, Reichfelder, and who's the 5th?
That's it, just 4. So the Westwood controlling the ball. There's Jason Moy, heads it up. A little long. See communicate. Oh, and that's just a terrible shot. I'll tell you, that can't happen. Communication, you need to step up, and that's 2 seniors coming together there. Look for corner here for DR.
Dighton-Rehoboth sporting the kind of Stoke City with the stripes. Stoke City.
I don't know if it's Stoke or some other team. We'll see how they play tonight.
The header by, it looked like Patrick Moylan. And that's Michael Moylan will get the ball up front. Actually, take it back. Patrick Moylan not out there. That was Michael Moylan.
The question right now is we've got to settle in, get the ball to the turf, and start playing 1-2 touch ball.
Dan Hiller will clear the ball out. There's Josh Morrison-Deutsch trying to make a run. Just keeps it in. Ooh, looked like it was in, but just out.
Talk about what the Westwood boys did with their hair.
Yeah, it was a lot of controversy. There was talk of a side mohawk. There was talk of bleaching. They decided to go with a 3-stripe on the right side, I believe, and then their numbers on the left side. They went to Gus's, formerly Gus and Donna's, in Norwood. I believe, what day was I think it was Thursday after practice.
All I know is homework was delayed on that day.
So Westwood just trying to find their stride here. There's Kevin Zhang, and
Right now, there's not a celebration whatsoever.
Dighton-Rehoboth coming into this game, feeling like they might be the underdog, but then coming out and Westwood struggling out front. Chips it up front. Nobody home for Westwood.
There's got to be some balls.
Dan Hiller steps up. That's a nice run.
Refrain from from just booting the ball. Composure on the ball is going to be critical.
Josh Morrison-Deutsch gets it to Jason Moy. Jason Moy back to Morrison-Deutsch.
Pick up in the middle.
It's Reisfelder. Michael Tiedites. And that looked like a handball. So I'm not even going to try to pick the numbers for the DR players because I really can't make what the lines are. The uniform's tough to see.
It's kind of the zebra mentality where you want to blend in so the ref really can't choose a number.
Michael Moylan will take the free kick. Gets the ball in.
At least the Dighton, they have a lot of communication in the back line. Again, that's going to serve them well. Westwood can put some 1-2s together in the upper third.
So another play back to the keeper there. Westwood doing a lot of that throughout the season. However, they've got to pass back with authority, and that first play that Brian Reisfelder, lack of communication with some of the other defensemen, that definitely can't happen. So look for more firm passes back to the keeper. So John Grant, in his 8th season, a regular in the playoffs, the MIA playoffs, Division II South Sectional. So here's Josh Morrison-Deutsch. He's got speed. And there's a blast, and Josh Morrison-Deutsch out of nowhere with the left foot, not the right, the left, absolutely blasted by the keeper. And Westwood on the board early.
Well, okay, so what we've seen this year is a fantastic left. They gave it to him, he took it. There again, a life lesson in soccer, which is keep pushing forward with that ball until they step on you. But in this case, Westwood cannot let up. We've seen in the past, Mike, that they've just sometimes just kind of put the throttle back a little bit and downshift it.
There's the flying Zanger kick.
He took the shot, whereas most of the time you're looking to make that extra pass. It's about making it, let it fly.
That was another great try to flick it past the defense. Josh Morrison-Deutsch to make it a run. Michael Moylan gets it out to Kevin Zhang. Kevin Zhang, nobody coming up to him. Gives it to Josh Morrison-Deutsch. Morrison-Deutsch will reset. Gets it over to Bukavalis. Time Bukavalis goes right by the defense. Nice defensive play. Michael Tiedites. Yeah, that was a little indecision for Westwood.
Well, I'd like to see our structure, George, a little bit more wider on the pitch. We're jamming the center of the pitch.
Oh, there's another run. Josh Morrison-Deutsch, nobody home. For Dighton-Rehoboth, gets in the box. Oh! And there again, making the far run. You cannot wait for the play to develop. You've got to be anticipating.
Anticipation, exactly. You said it.
So if you haven't watched one of our telecasts, it's very likely that Craig Tiedites will be singing at some point tonight.
Looking forward to it. Material's been practiced in the early evening, and just gonna get the vocal cords queued up.
Absolutely. Again, Westwood up early 1-0 on Josh Morrison-Deutsch, left-footed blast.
My son wasn't up that early. So this is get George Bukavalis. George, let's talk about the
Boys think that play simple soccer, move the ball side to side. They should be able to do this all day long. It's a big pitch. That's when
There's a mandatory two-touch. There's a mandatory two-touch.
Get this long ball stuff.
There's Tommy Bukavalis up front, Jason Moy on the far side.
Concessionaires, I can smell the hot dogs and hamburgers going on.
Yeah, there are vending trucks. I mean, there's Westwood number 1 fingers walking around. I mean, there's balloons.
That's gourmet fare here.
Yes. The sushi truck was a little, that was a little much, I thought.
It was a little much, but they fought. What did you say numbers, right? We're up to almost 2,000 tonight?
Oh no, it's between 3,000 and 4,000. It was playoff soccer. Morrison Deutsch, push it up. There's T-Dice coming across. Steps in front of the Falcon. There's Brian Reisfelder.
Falcon lost his wing there.
The other thing that you should definitely be used to is terrible jokes by all three of us, as a matter of fact.
I take issue with that. I think my material, at least 70% of it is spot on.
2 practices material pre-game.
Yes, absolutely. Nice pass back in the middle. Ooh, that was Bukavalis looking to shoot it past.
You know what? I like the subtle extension of the arm just to slow him up enough not to get called by our.
Call it, right?
Absolutely.
You're not going to call it, keep going.
I tell you, Mike, one thing I can't find the rest, and again, they're in red. It's, now I found it. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're new to high school soccer with the MIA rules, there are two officials, one on each half. No line judges, so all of the offsides calls are made by the 2 officials on the field. Kevin Zang gets the ball over to Bryce Whitney. Bryce Whitney, one of the 3 captains.
We need to have composure in the ball. We're just kicking the ball and giving them an opportunity.
And there's Michael T-Dites who get the ball. In the middle, go by the striker. Reisfelder gets it up front, right on Josh Morrison Deutsch's foot. Nice pass.
Nice trap of that ball. Just got to send him. Got to flick it. So we really need to get a second goal here because the way Dighton is playing, it's going to be survival here with a deep ball. And we've seen it before with this team, that being Westwood. We're susceptible to
substitution of the game. It's a Moylan swap. Patrick Moylan replaces his older brother Michael. Michael, one of the 3 tri-captains. Patrick, a sophomore. Nice article in one of the Westwood, the Hometown Weekly, highlighting the whole team with a little shout out to the Moylans. T-Dice gets it over to, that was a miscommunication for Westwood. Bukavalis looking to press up front.
very good call by the referee. She's on her game tonight.
That was a ricochet.
There you go.
What we're seeing right now, the ball was either bring it down and start, trusting each other with small balls.
Kick up front. I'll tell you that's not a bad kick. Here's Jason Moy.
But we got to keep it simple. As George was saying, you can play the ball within 10, 15 feet. I mean, it doesn't have to be a long ball.
And that was a great slide tackle in the box by the Dighton-Rehoboth Falcon. He went down, took the ball right off of Jason Moy's foot, and you're flirting with disaster there in the outside edge of the box.
I didn't realize you're a big Molly Hatchet fan.
Yes, I am.
Flirting with disaster.
See, at home, people can just Google it because some of the references that Craig will come up with are they're not for everybody.
Get out to the wings. Go out to the wings, defense. Give them some options. We don't need to play, George. We don't need to play these long balls. You have enough midfield to control that ball. That's like ping pong.
Looks like we're going to have a second player coming in for Westwood. That's going to be Michael Moylan coming back into the game.
He's asking permission. I like to see his arm raised. It's very nice.
Little authority there from Reisfelder. Last couple of playbacks.
Did you fight authority and you won?
Michael T-Dites to Reisfelder. Reisfelder, a senior. Gets the ball to T-Dites. T-Dites to Moy. Moy gets it in the middle to Tommy Bukavalis. Bukavalis gets it up to Zanger. Kevin Zang. Kevin little off with.
Transparent. Can't run with him. You got to tackle that ball. You got. Come out.
That's a little too much.
With this ball, in my opinion, George, slide into the commentator, George Gonzalez. There's no excuse for us to be not controlling and staying in their third.
So, I mean, it was good to see Westwood come on and get that goal, but now we've got to play like a team that has a lead with a little bit of experience, but we're just not doing that at this point.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of the boys are, you know, first time in a playoff. I mean, you know, but they've all played soccer. So just again, like you said, George, make it simple. Take the easy pass.
Kevin's got to beat him to that ball. He can't wait for that ball. You're giving him a free pass.
There's Brian Gibbons. Kevin Moy steps in. It's a bit of a kindergarten soccer out there where you just kind of kick the ball and. Yeah, we're not playing defeat, but you know, again, early in the game here. 26-48 to play.
We're not playing the feet, torso, any other extremity.
And I'll tell you, Dighton-Rehoboth hanging around. You don't want to give this kind of team a hope.
You don't want to give them any chance. You got to bury one quick, and it's got to be. Again, we're 26 minutes left in the first half.
T-Dice controls. Westwood with a run here. Kevin Zang comes up. And that's going to be offsides. That's
Wait, I'm sorry, but you can't dribble for 20 touches. You got to get. It's not Kevin's fault. Nobody's calling for the ball.
Gibbons has to do a little bit better job of staying on side. Right? So it's all about anticipating the play.
the official right on top of that play, so nobody's questioning the call. That'll be a Westwood throw-in. Michael Tiedite's one of the two sophomores on the roster, and some call-ups. There were a number of boys that were called up there. I don't believe they're going to be playing, but a number of sophomore and junior players were called up to practice with the team. And
quality players. That was a 50-50 ball, which ended up being a 50-50.
That's Ryan Lewis on the far side, who came in to replace Jason Moy. And nobody home for Westwood. So yeah, we're just we're not playing patient soccer.
That's well said. That's well said. No, we have to have a build-up, George, and then through ball, slot the ball. But we're you said, Mike, we're not being patient at all.
Brian Gibbons gets the ball up. Josh Morrison-Deutsch with speed. They're going to press. Press as a team.
Do you like it lightly starched, or
I'm light starch. I'm a light starch guy. How about yourself?
Oh, me? Oh, heavy starch.
Yeah, you're kind of stiff.
It's not. I thought that.
Oh, a little through the 5-hole, and Westwood will come out with the ball.
There's a lot of polymer on that play. A lot of boot smacking.
Kevin Zach playing up front. Ooh, and there's a nice ball. I'm gonna actually question that call. I thought he was up, but you coming from an offside.
I think the ref thought he was. He wasn't offside. He was even. I think he's again. You get in the ref's head, and they've got that memory. They start thinking, they're thinking that Gibbons is an offside fella.
Offside fella. Nice header for DR. So Westwood just happy to get the ball out of trouble, but they're the better. So you hear Coach Grant telling the boys to relax. When there's a nice play, there's Dan Hiller.
Nice turn by Tommy Buchanan.
himself, pushes it in. Nice ball. He's gonna get home. A little too heavy. So 22 minutes and 55 seconds to play here. 1-0 Westwood. You wouldn't necessarily know that by the commentary, but we're expecting more.
Mike, do you know at this point, George, do we call a timeout right now? Do we waste our timeout right now?
And actually, here's news. Here, hold on, guys. Here's news for everybody. If you've been watching our telecast, I found out the real MIAA rules. You get 1 timeout per half, and each team gets 1 timeout per half. And then, if this game should go to overtime, you would get 1 timeout for each of the overtime halves. You do not get to carry those timeouts over. So if you don't use it in the first half, you don't get 2 in the second. There's Josh Morrison-Deutsch, and he goes right by the defender. Oh, and that's a nice defensive play.
Nice play, but he also had, Michael Moreland had an easy pass, a build-up 10-foot pass. Elects to go for the 30-yard pass. Now, again, Morrison-Deutsch, he has the speed, and clearly he's exhibited tonight, but I'd like to see those shortened up a little bit in terms of...
Nice play. Oh, that's going to be a corner kick. Nice play by Michael Dighton.
That's what the boys need to do, is play the whistle and stay with the play. And actually, we were talking about the timeouts.
You know what, George? Funny you say that. I'm seeing a plane fly over with a banner. Stay with the play. Right behind.
Corner kick, Michael Moylan. Ooh, nice. So it looks like Craig Orsini is going to come into the game. The next.
Usually plays a.
Sorry, they call most players their dad, and most dads their son's names.
But Brad plays the right back.
Yes. So
if you're going to play right back, you better play it right.
You better play it right. So looks like Coach Grant electing to go with a more senior crop of defenders, plus Kevin Zhang. This ball's up front. Again, they're pressing up. They're trying to hit a home run. By Gibbons to Tidites, and that'll be a throw-in for Dighton-Rehoboth. Nice play, just went to pull it back.
A timeout wouldn't be bad for our Westwood boys, just to settle them down. They're much better than this, and I think they know it as well.
Okay, so now you're supporting what I said, and I feel vindicated.
Westwood putting some passes together.
And putting Nick. Okay, well, that's actually a nice play.
Nick, instead of moving around, actually moving around.
That was a giveaway. It's a very solid call by the referee. The Dighton-Rehoboth fans up in arms, all of them. Looks like 500 or so.
Yeah, 500 or 600, I'd say, DR fans. They had buses coming in all morning. Brad Orsini.
They were actually tailgating back behind in the senior center before they got here.
They may have been, Craig. So Westwood on the far side, that looks like Michael Moylan gets the ball to Orsini. Varsity kicks it up front.
Unfortunately, we have a disease today that we can't rid ourselves of, and that's long ballitis.
Yes, it's contagious this time of year. We were at halftime is an 18 minutes and 40 seconds. Westwood with a 1-0 advantage.
And so have they determined the entertainment for the half? Have they billed anybody for this?
There was talk that it was going to be Beyonce, but I
thought Linda Ronstadt was going to make it.
That could be.
Over 5,000.
The way that we're filming from up top, you can't see the stands, but my God, it's packed. Oh, the flyover is the Jets. Nice, Josh Morrison-Deutsch goes up high. go. There's Michael Tidites. Gets the ball to Michael Moylan. Okay, your possession. Yeah, Kevin Zhang struggling in this first half, just pushing the ball up front.
I think he tends to have the desire to bring every ball a 30-yard, cross into the middle, and we don't have people making runs up front like that.
DR doing a nice job of just weathering the storm, and it's a nice ball up front. That's Josh Morrison-Deutsch looking to turn toward. Yeah, nice build up.
We are playing to Dighton-Rehoboth style, which is absent any fluidity whatsoever, Michael.
Another substitution. I think that is Kevin Lyons, Josh Morrison-Deutsch.
So, Eamon Doherty, any status on his ability to play tonight?
I did not get an update.
You talked to the physio today?
I did not. We're gonna go down to Aaron Andrews in a second, our sideline reporter. Aaron's gonna give us an update in a sec. Again, the budget has just exploded. We've got sideline reporters now.
Mike, I was a little disappointed that we couldn't bill the high school senior. What was her name? Aaron, who did the national anthem a number of weeks ago. She's fantastic voice, senior. We'll have to go back to the tape.
Yeah, we'll have to go back to the tape, but she was, you're right, she was phenomenal. 15 minutes and 58 seconds to play. That's a nice slide tackle by Michael Moylan. Gets the ball up. That's Ryan Lewis. Ryan Lewis would get the ball in the middle. It's Gibbons. Oh, nice ball. There's Tidites. And Tidites will deposit it in the back of the net.
That's a great build-up. We talked about building the ball up again. So the boys made it 3 or 4 nice short balls.
If you notice, you're exactly right. None of this long ball ahead. A little zig, a little zag, and you get a wide open Michael Tidites, and he scores his first playoff goal.
Yeah, and again, kids out there learn both right and left foot. They both come in handy.
That's the second left-footed goal that the Westwood Wolverines have scored. 2-0, 15 minutes and 25 seconds to play here in the first half.
That gentleman, he's a big center back. He's a big center back. And he's saying, we got to
Push up. Oh, nice. There's another. Gibbons gets a break. Looking to take him one-on-one. He goes right by him. And that's another goal. And that's the third left-footed goal for the Westwood Wolverines. None of the 3 players are lefties.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
I haven't seen it all year.
It's about time to do the hokey pokey. Put that left foot in and pick it out.
You put your left foot in and you shake it all up.
I'm sorry. Let's get George back.
We talked about a big W today, and we're seeing it right here in the first half. The boys have really picked it up, and it's so good to see. These guys actually smile.
Westwood 3-0 advantage, 15 to play here in the first half, breaking it open, and again 2 great rushes. That was all Brian Gibbons, the senior, with speed, got by the defender and deposited.
And he's got one. No, I take that back. He's got one healthy left foot.
Absolutely.
Let's keep working. Let's
There's Kevin Zhang. Again, now you've got a 3-goal lead, so all you need to do is possess, just build it.
Too cavalier.
And Bryce Whitney just takes the easy path there.
Okay, so we'll see how their throw-in protocol is here with the Dighton-Rehoboth team, but we know, George and Mike, that this has been our nemesis here. We have a hard time marking up getting in the air with Beto often. Let's take a peek.
I'll take it just by the formation. This does not look to be somebody who can put it in the box. There's a mistake. And that's good communication. You'll see Nick Barner there calling off Dan Hiller. Said,
I was scared. I thought Hiller did a dummy and I was going to go right. Hiller did a dummy and I was going to go right. No,
That's right.
Again, just for the record, he's not a dummy. The play is a fake called a dummy.
looks like it's Kevin Lyons. Oh, Kevin Lyons goes down. And that's going to be a goal kick.
Took one off the crest of the Westwood uniform.
A lot of substitutions as well. Stavros and Galacos is on.
Yeah, Ryan Lewis has been in. So yeah, Stavros is the last one to come on. Some faces that we've seen, from time to time. It's a header from Michael Moylan. There's Kevin Lyons. Oh, nice defensive play.
So I think the boys have seen that there's actually a hole in the Dighton-Rehoboth defense, and they're trying to exploit that, as you see here.
George, the word exploit is the word of the evening. Well said. I call it a chasm for which they are trying to exploit.
Michael Moylan gets the ball way into the box. That center back's length, and Michael Moylan gonna take his time. Tries to go off the defender, and another throw in for Westwood. It's going to be a Westwood substitution. Looks like Brian Gay is going to come in. If the referee gets attention, it looks like he's going to give the Zanger a break. Kevin Zhang, incredibly popular since we've opened up Westwood Media Center and telecast in China. Again, shout out to Dong Zhang, who has just been phenomenal. And that's the potentially another goal. Oh, what a nice play by the keeper. Comes out and secures it for DR.
Very complimentary, Michael. You must have been raised a solid foundation.
Absolutely.
Brad Orsini, nice play.
Michael Moylan gets the ball. The onside. That's I thought the ball was to Kevin Lyons' foot.
Looks like the Dighton-Rehoboth is warming up a second goalie in the background, a lot like the bullpen.
Brian Gay going to play back to Nick Barner. Spread wide. Nick Barner with plenty of time. Gets the ball up to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan gives a little head flick. Far side is Ryan Lewis, a junior. So lots of juniors out there on the pitch. Got Brian Gay, a junior, and left back.
Love to have a junior mint right now.
Junior mints, we're just coming off Halloween, and I searched high and low. No junior mints in any of the candy bags.
You want to make sure you get the small little sample size, get maybe 3 or 4 in, just for travel.
Absolutely.
If you're thinking about a Whopper Junior,
Here's some danger.
You're talking about the milk ball.
Bryce Whitney goes right through two offensive players. And there's Mikalakos. Oh, nice play.
Rest of the game, nothing's going to be easy here.
Number 19 for DR is Logan Pimentel. Logan is a junior. One of the few juniors getting lots of playing time for DR.
Favorite color? Looks like you're going through all the background of this young man.
I do know it's not his birthday today.
I understand he's a top-rate student council.
Michael Tidites, nice play. Oh, nice ball. Gets it to Stavros Mikalakos. Mikalakos out wide.
Chasing the referee.
Mikalakos, who's going to serve it up. Gets it back to Michael Tidites. Tidites, nice pullback. Gets the ball over to Brad Orsini. Keep wanting to call him Craig.
You know what, Craig? It's not the worst name.
I'm not a fan. I mean, it's just kind of I'm somewhat ambivalent to the name Craig. Nice try.
Being an Irishman, it means Craig, which means the rock.
There you go. So, boys, any Halloween parties? Any adult Halloween parties that you guys went to?
No Halloween party.
None for me either.
No, I'm scary enough the way it is on an annual basis.
There you go. So none. So we are all fairly pathetic. No Halloween parties for us. It's a handball for Patrick Moylan. Ball rolled up onto his left arm.
So my eye's poor, but I can't see each player's name sculpted into their skull. Can you see that?
I can. No, it's actually not the name. It's just the number, right? You said the name. Yeah, I know. Ooh, and that's we got a rush for DR. Brian Gay gets the ball up to Michael Dighton. Dighton with the header. Oh, nice ball. Gets the ball, and I think that's just a bit outside. That'll be a throw, and it'll be another substitution. It looks like Justin Lowe is going to come in and he's going to take Ryan Lewis. Justin Lowe will be a take him out. Take him out. Brian Gay will get the ball over to the middle. Dighton to Moylan.
Orsini with a beautiful trap.
And again, you don't have to.
You don't have to do that right now. Settle in a little bit better.
There's Hiller to Brian Gay. Brian Gay to Stavros Mikalakos.
Speaking of the Hillers, the Hopkins Hillers football team making it into, I believe, the finals.
Great turn, Kevin Lyons. Another lefty. Oh, nice, Stavros Mikalakos.
That's a great build-up all the way around.
I'll tell you, Kevin Lyons with some nice touch plays feeds it right onto Stavros Mikalakos. Another left-footed attempt, but just nice defense by the Falcons.
I keep thinking the Falcons, and it's got to be Super Bowl. Thinking about the Super Bowl.
You get me thinking about the Bentley Falcons, and George Bukavalis was at the Merrimack College Bentley playoff soccer game today, and unfortunately Merrimack won. George is very happy. I'm not so happy. It's a nice corner. There's Dighton. Dighton will reset out to Dan Hiller. Hiller to Stavros Mikalakos. Mikalakos will serve it in. Somebody was offside. I'm not sure if that was Kevin Lyons, who almost had the header, or if it was Justin Lowe. Justin Lowe, nice job coming from the midfield position to try to get to the far post.
We need to see more often. I'd like to see, like George was saying, let's not let up. Let's put the gauntlet down.
The gauntlet. Well, Brian Gay coming in hard, and that's going to be the referee making sure everybody was okay. Oh, Brian Gay gets it off his right shoulder.
Was ill prepared for that. He didn't think the Dighton-Rehoboth team was going to throw it in that quickly.
So that's a great little hero.
Brian Gay gets it over to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan back to Dan Hiller, and Dan Hiller gets it up to the middle. And we're going to give we're going to give a save.
Yeah, but that was infield fly roll. He had it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, that's a dangerous play there. Brian Gay will take it wide. Just plays it to Stavros Mikalakos. Nice play. Gets back to his keeper.
He's keeping.
There's Brad Orsini.
Looks like he's giving up a little bit on the press.
Well, you know why? Because Westwood is actually moving the ball and playing at the feet.
Well, at the same time, they've been exposed defensively, so they can't afford to do that at this point.
I like number 19. I like his physicality. Goes in hard on every play.
They have not given up. So, again, about 4.5 minutes left in the half. Let's see how the boys finish it off and see if Dighton-Rehoboth has any adjustments in the second half.
There's Kevin Lyons, and it's going to be looks like it's going to be a throw-in for. He's holding both arms up. I'm not sure what that means. That'll be a Dighton-Rehoboth throw-in. Little head flick.
Crowd still milling in there.
Yeah, we got to be over 7,000 at this point.
I mean, I think there's some talk about the ordinance where you can't have more than 7,000. Shutting the gates.
And that's unfortunate. I mean, you make some people made the trip in from out of state, and then you get here and you get turned away.
That's true. But, a lot of bed and breakfast in the Westwood area, and hopefully we'll be able to take care of them in their kind of their short stay.
This has been a huge boost to the economy.
The money is going to the Booster Club, right?
Nice play.
Westwood Boosters. Or does it go to Westwood High School Soccer? Where does the money go to?
We don't want to answer any of these questions about where the money goes to, guys. Let's just cut. Go to some other film. Brian Gay, nice, plays it to Michael T-Dight's foot. T-Dight's back to Brian Gay. Oh, tried to thread the needle.
That's thread the needle and ricochet.
Yeah, we haven't heard that since, the last game. See, that's all you have to do, just nice, easy passes. Well, and then you throw in Westwood. It's funny, a lot of the nice play to Michael T-Dights. A lot of the Dighton-Rehoboth fans giving cheers of encouragement, similar things to what we've heard Westwood parents say. Play to feet, keep the ball on the ground. Be a throw in for Westwood. So guys, it's a fairly mild night. Again, we're November 5th.
Business talking about what? That's my slide.
Yeah, but you didn't. You kind of missed the opportunity at the beginning. You did. Oh, that's another offsides for Westwood.
It's so nice, and I may go over to the the multi-purpose and get a tan.
Well, it is. But you're not home.
That's the night that the lights went out in Westwood.
We have multiple songs there. We're all kinds of references. T-Dight's off the head. He's got Stavros Miklakos wide. Got Michael Moylan comes and overlaps. Just plays the nice ball back to Dan Hiller. Dan Hiller's got an option on the left. Got T-Dight's. T-Dight's goes by probably the most aggressive player for Dighton-Rehoboth is number 19, Brian Gay.
Tried to sell it. He tried to sell it, and guess what? He lost out on eBay.
She wasn't buying. Michael T-Dights gets the ball back to Dan Hiller. Dan Hiller pushes it over to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan to Orsini. Brad Orsini. He had Kevin Lyons cutting across the middle, and he thought that he had
Brian Gay.
That was a little too dangerous there. I didn't like that decision to play that out wide.
What type of punishment will happen tonight?
Well, I would say he's not going to eat any food, but
What's the standard go-to?
Oh, here we go. We got to run, Kevin Lyons. Kevin Lyons. Oh, what a save!
He's knocking at the door.
Knock, knock, knock. Okay, great play by Kevin Lyons. Gave himself an opportunity to put on the left foot.
Confident and none of.
So Westwood leading the Dighton-Rehoboth. Jeez, I'm terrible. The Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons 3-0 at halftime. George, what did you see out there on the positive side for Westwood?
So the boys finished strong. It was a little sketchy there in the beginning. A lot of balls in the air, a lot of indecisiveness. But as the play wore on, they strung some passes together, finished a few goals, and excited to see what they'll bring to the table in the second half if they can extend the lead.
Craig, speaking of the second half, what does Coach Grant tell the boys? Do you press up and try to extend the lead? Do you fall back into more of a defensive posture?
Well, I think he wants to start really preaching the possession, and if they're fortunate enough to move into the next round, they're going to play a team that's more proficient in the game of soccer. So they're going to have to obviously work on the ball control. But what I'd like to see happen is they're being a little nonchalant. They've got a lot of possession, but it's not with purpose. I like to see the ball moving quicker, 1-2 times, but build on what they've done towards the end of this game. And I like to see a lot of substitutions. I think the boys coming in are doing a fantastic job. They're filling in nicely, and hopefully, as George mentioned, we can build on this coming into the second half.
So goals by Josh Morrison-Deutsch to get things started, followed by Brian Gibbons, and then Michael Tiedites giving Westwood a 3-0 advantage. Kevin Lyons making a bid right at the end of the first half. So some great offensive play. Look for the defense to hold the fort down here. Nick Barner again doing a great job in goal. So look for great things in the second half. And we get ready for the second half of Play High Field. 40 minutes of soccer to play.
This is like the largest crowd I've seen in a Westwood soccer match in a while.
Why wouldn't they come out and support the Wolverines?
So I was obviously we're joking about the 7,000-8,000 fans, but I'm not going to lie to you. I just went down to get a couple of hot chocolates, and these stands are pretty packed.
Yeah, and hopefully the snack shack will be rolling in dough, and how's the hot chocolates rolling off the shelves?
They're going like hot cakes or hot chocolate. Oh, that's onside. Time Bukovalis, and that looks like it's gonna. Oh, that's gonna be a corner kick. Time Bukovalis making his bid for his first playoff goal. Yeah, I'll tell you. Spoken by a father. And George, as we do, and actually we'll do this after the corner kick from Michael Moylan. We want to get an update on your men's league soccer team. So Michael Moylan gets the ball in, gets the ball back over to Moylan. That was
3 times this season.
when that's Jason Moy gets the ball to Brian Gibbons. Brian Gibbons on the far side gets the ball over to Brian Gay. Ooh, that's Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Kevin Lyons, and then it was Brian Gay making his bid for his first goal, but he definitely could have learned that from me because I'm. And there's Brad Orsini. There's number 19.
Bryce Whitney with a solid defensive play. Nick Barner making the stops. He's going to make the stops tonight, Mike.
Great takedown by Kevin Lyons there on the clear from Nick Barner. Took it down brilliantly.
Playing some great soccer for Westwood. Getting a lot more playing time late in the season after the injury to Eamon Doherty. And there was hope that Eamon Doherty would be able to play in the playoffs, and there's still hope. But the indications are that he's not been cleared to play yet with a strained MCL.
Pick up right away, guys!
So, again, I don't know if you can hear that in the distance, the Dighton-Rehoboth family imploring the team to move forward.
And there's Patrick Moylan gets the ball over to his brother Michael. The fights that they've had.
That's the first back and forth pass from the Moylans I think I've seen all season. I mean,
they battle with one another. And there's Time Bukovalis. Goes right by the defender. Nice ball. Gets the.
Nice flat ball. That would have been beautiful if it was a flat ball across the box.
Nice play. That was number 19. He has been all over the place.
Keep in mind, Westwood is a second half team. I expect the ball down in this end the whole half.
All right, so how do you, George, psychoanalyze it? How is that possible? What is your theory on why is that the case?
Is that the boys come out a little too flat, and they get reamed at halftime by Mr. Grant, and they just turn it on in the second half.
So it's kind of like clean up your room, doesn't happen, and then you read the riot act and it gets done.
Do your homework. It's been all weekend and you haven't done it. Sunday night. Brian Gay on the far side. Speaking of homework, he does have all of his done for the weekend.
He's not going to get extra points for that. Enjoy potentially Sunday night football.
So yeah, this if you're watching this game, probably will air on Tuesday because MIAA rules state that we cannot televise within 48 hours of the playing of a game. But on Tuesday,
making that up,
no,
Jim?
that's actually a real rule. But I do make up quite a bit of stuff, but not that one.
I'm just curious, what would be the logic behind it?
The logic is that there's Patrick Moylan. Oh, that was an interesting shot. Almost beat the keeper. So the national, what is it? There's a, if you go to the MIA, there's an organization that films a lot of playoff soccer games in all sports, swimming, basketball, track and field, and because they have a contract with MIA, you cannot televise a game.
Is this just playoffs?
It's just playoff games.
Oh, interesting. You know, kids, it's not too late to learn out there, and every day I'm learning from Mike Gage wisdom.
What to and what not to do. And that's going to be a throw for Westwood.
Cat TV, your learning station.
Westwood Media Center, 15 Purwall Street. A shout out to the newest Wolverine fan, Dean William Garfield, was born about a week ago. So happy belated birthday to Dean William.
They're aristocratic names. I like that.
Bryce Whitney. Justin Lowe, number 28 for Westwood. There's Brad Orsini, gets the ball. And that's going to be played back to Nick Barner. He'll easily control the ball.
He's kind of sauntering across his crease to try to carve that clock down.
Michael Moylan with the header to himself. Gets the ball over to Book. Tommy Bukavalis. Brian Gay. And it'll be a throw-in for Westwood. Brian Gay throwing. He gets it over to Michael Moylan. Nice throw, and nobody home for DR. Justin Lowe. Oh, nice turn for Tommy Bukavalis.
Yeah, George, it's a tough night. Again, you mentioned during the second half rundown that they were linking some passes, but it's not happening right out of the gate here.
A couple of nice throws. Now he's onside. A nice opportunity for Westwood. That was
Kevin Lyons. That's a nice. I like Justin Lowe. It's a good first touch, got it right off his feet. I'd like to see more of those players learning how to do that. Get the ball off your feet, because then you can move.
That was a great play. Bryce Whitney, instead of playing it back to keeper there with a bouncing ball, he decided to turn out far wide. Hiller will play back to Barner.
Gotta give him the option. Brad, go to Brad. Brad, say, please. And again. Again, beat in the air.
Stay with it.
So there's some plays where I think that we could do better with the size of that defender. And with, yeah, that's, again, there's times to play it back to your keeper, and there's times that you don't play it back to your keeper. Maybe that's one of those ones where, and that might have been on Nick Barner to call him off in that situation.
I personally was looking the other way. George startled me, and I looked and saw the ball trickling down.
George deciding to continue to wear his Halloween mask. It's a nice ball. And there's Nick Barner, stayed home. Some keepers would want to chase that. Nick Barner stayed home. He was in great position to make that save.
The key for any keepers, right? If you're going to stay on that line, you want to be on the balls of your toes. You're going to be bounding because you don't know left or right. You got a trampoline right off that line. George, this is not what we thought. Okay, you want him in the top third. We're playing defensive right now.
It's a long ball. And that's going to be a throw-in for Dighton-Rehoboth. Keep it pinned in.
So, from a proximity standpoint, Dighton-Rehoboth Regional, where is that located? Do you know exactly?
Towards New Bedford, 24 South. And they're actually heavy following tonight. There are quite a few DR fans. So we did see that 6-1 tied for fourth in the league.
Yeah, I think it was Somerset. Maybe I'm wrong. Is that? I think the top seed in Division 3. Which is kind of interesting how these leagues come back and forth, how they're in 2 and 3 and 1 for that.
Nobody's gonna come out and play. I mean, you know, you just keep on taking the easy pass. Nice job.
No reason why we can't just hold the ball and just knock it out.
Do it. Get up, boy. Get up. Pressure. Stay with it. Pressure. Guys. Pressure.
This is like, no, it's table tennis, really what's going on right now.
Table tennis, for those of you who aren't familiar, it's the game of tennis on a table.
AKA ping pong. Or ping pong inverted, get up.
Get up. Nice patient play by Brian Gay. Gets the ball over to Patrick Moylan.
Chest.
Getting back into the play. There's Kevin Lyons. Kevin Lyons wide open, going to go. Oh, what a nice play. Kevin Lyons tried to feed it across the middle. Unselfish play. Tried to hit both Bukovalis and Jason Moy. Ball ricocheted or bounced back to him. And I thought that actually the momentum of the keeper was going to take him into the goal. Would have been an own goal, but a heck of a play by Kevin Lyons.
Come on, guys. Attack.
Stole the ball from the defender and he went alone and he shows the pass instead of shooting. And great unselfish play.
Substitution looks like Bryce Whitney normally plays the entire match. He's going to take a break, and the Zanger, Kevin Zang, is going to come back into the middle. Brad Orsini gets the ball into Morrison Deutsch. Morrison Deutsch to Michael Moylan. Orsini gets the ball back to the keeper. Out wide, Brian Gay. And that's going to be a throw-in. Again, a very patient play by Brian Gay. And that's Bukovalis. Bukovalis looking to go by a couple of defenders. Oh, nice turn by Moylan.
Okay, let's see. Who's dancing in the middle there?
That's Tommy B. Ball tried to get the header. Nice play. There's and it goes right by him. Nice.
You know what? There's something to say for the student section right in front of you to motivate your effort level.
Absolutely. There's at least 700 or 800 Westwood students right in front of that play.
A lot of them actually with pad and pen in hand, looking for the autographs. Hopefully later.
Yeah, they did a big autograph session at the pep rally, and that was just huge. That's a tough ball. Type of plays where
We just need to possess, right?
Looks like there's going to be additional substitutions coming in for Westwood.
Great hustle by that Dighton-Rehoboth player, and he actually had quite a bit of speed going. I was got the full flaps and parachute. Didn't want to get him hurt on the track.
Brian Gibbons and Michael Tedites coming in for Westwood. It looks like Jason Moy will take a break, and it looks like Michael Moylan will grab some Gatorade on the sideline.
Are they sponsored?
You know what? That was a shout out to Gatorade to try to get them to sponsor.
George, I don't know if you noticed, but when you're watching the Premier League, I saw Gatorade right on the sideline sponsoring a lot of these Premier League matches.
Sunday, European soccer exploded.
Well, it's perfect because they play the games in the morning and the football's in the afternoon. There's no competing.
So 24 minutes and 26 seconds to play here at Fleha Field. Westwood 3-0 over Dighton-Rehoboth. The Wolverines trying to eat the Falcon.
Marlon Perkins.
That's going to be a foul. That's a good call by the official right on the spot.
I am feeling some precipitation.
It is one of the three of us that's going to talk about precipitation, and we're going to go over to you, Craig. Talk about the weather. A little bit of a change here.
Well, I noticed that during the tail end of the New York City Marathon today, it started to rain. So,
Run it!
surmise that it's going to be less than
So that was a header from Kevin Zhang back to Nick Barner, just to make sure that there was no doubt that he was going to be able to get that ball.
This is not. I think George was saying we've been playing in our back third for the last 10 minutes, maybe. Not what we want to see coming out of this game.
Tedites gets it to Dan Hiller, and then Hiller, unfortunately, trying to get the ball to Justin Lowe, ends up empty. Nice communication. So I did hear Nick Barner say keeper there, and you saw Kevin Zhang peel off.
Peeled off, exactly. Well,
Wallace in the middle.
The ball.
Gets put two-handed push from behind, and again the official right on top of the action.
no need for taking umbrage.
Patrick Moylan gets the ball over to Justin Lowe. Justin Lowe. Ooh, there was almost a mistake there. And here comes Justin Lowe coming out of his forward position.
Greg Orsini with a nice toe poke, yeah.
Tedites going high, and they called a foul now. I didn't see it. You go up high like that. I didn't think he climbed his back.
I mean, we're working on the weight training to get some good rise, but yeah, I thought the Dighton-Rehoboth player came and undercut. But we'll see.
Big free kick here for Dighton-Rehoboth. It's ball into the box. And that's a great play. That was nice play. Luke Bowles plays it to Tedites. Tedites is going to beat him. Oh, and he got that should be a yellow card. Yeah, absolutely.
He's a gymnast.
So free kick for Westwood. They call the foul.
You know, that player from Dighton was incredibly athletic. He fell. Indeed, he did.
Ball played up front to Brian Gibbons. Gibbons looking to get the ball in. Oh, and a nice play. Oh, Josh Morrison Deutsch looking for his second opportunity to finish.
Gotta get over the ball.
Bouncing ball there, just didn't make great contact with it and sailed it high.
Sailing this way. So anyways, we're back to 20 minutes and 22 seconds.
There's Kevin Zhang out wide, and then really home for DR. And I'll concede the throw in. He could have shielded there. I think.
Nick Bonner saying, knee, pick me.
And there's Tommy Bukavalis comes out of the pack, gets the ball up to Morrison Deutsch. Morrison Deutsch, he's got him. Yeah, a little too late. He had a player. Yeah, that was. Brian Gay will go wide, and you get the DR player coming hard. Little shield action. And that's going to be a goal kick. Nice job. Forced the Dighton-Rehoboth player to come in.
Kids out there are playing checkers. He's playing chess out there.
He is.
Come on, guys.
Josh Morrison Deutsch up front. Nice pass again. Martin calling him off like that. Kevin Zhang on the ball. Nice touch back. Michael send it up front. That's a good ball. Wallace. Wallace looking to score.
Don't give up on them. So, now the wind's picking up, and I'm not going to say it's going to change the dynamics of the game, but it might.
Wallace with some great opportunity. It's ball in the middle. There's Kevin Zhang. Lots of room. Kevin Zhang.
It is good.
Good. It's good.
That's Australian rules football, I believe.
Well as well. Gaelic. So it was great having the Irish Scouts in town for the last game.
Speaking of Irish Scouts, today I believe at Fenway was the hurling. Was that this? I thought it was.
It was.
I saw it in like Boston.com.
I thought there was a Spartan race today. So once again, Craig, you're
What a drama material. Yeah.
you would be mistaken. As a matter of fact, the only reason I know that is because my little brother, Eric Johnson, he competed in the Spartan race. There's all these obstacles. Yeah,
Any medical waiver, and you're good to go.
And again, you pretty much have to do all these crazy obstacles. It's like here we go, and that's onside. Oh, and there's Bukavalis. That'll be a corner kick, and that's a nice defensive play by Tommy Bukavalis, the midfielder.
Had he not slid back.
Absolutely. So it'll be a corner kick. This is the fourth corner for Dighton-Rehoboth this half. 16:45 to play. Top of the box. That's a nice play. And again, it's Michael T. That's great use of his body. Gets the ball up, and now it's a great ball. And there's Brian Gibbons. Oh, and he gets by him. Here's T-Dites. Ooh, tried to chip it over. Oh, there's a nice step by Tommy Bukavalis. Bukavalis goes by two defenders. And he's going to, tried to push it through to Josh Morrison Deutsch. Unselfish play by the junior, trying to feed his buddy, Josh Morrison Deutsch. Going to be another substitution. It looks like that's Stavros Mikalakos coming in. He's going to take out Justin Lowe, junior for junior. Substitution for Dighton-Rehoboth. I can't see their jerseys. Never mind the numbers.
Cancel out because it's like mathematical.
Yes, it's 11 for 11. Dights in the corner. That's going to be another throw-in. So I noticed that there were 2 freshmen on the Dighton-Rehoboth roster. I wonder if they're out there getting playing time. Brian Gay gets the ball. Nice job. Over to Zanger. Zanger gets it back to Dan Hiller.
Stay in the middle.
Nice job, and that's the ball will be a throw-in for Dighton-Rehoboth. 15 to play. 15 minutes between Westwood and a trip to Duxbury. Here's a step. Brian Gibbons. He's got Morrison Deutsch. And that's a nice defensive play. Nice defensive play. You know, that's one where you can push it across to Morrison Deutsch coming in, but I have no problem with him taking that shot.
No, no do I. It wasn't so.
It's nice play by Dan Hiller. Gets it. Brian Gay on the far side. Shoulder to shoulder. Nice, stands him up. Nice defense. Gives it back. Some nice soccer there. Again, not trying to do too much, just take what soccer gives you.
Not nice football?
Nice football. Recorded as a save for Nick Barner. Actually, does that count as a save?
The energy level real low here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they left it all out there in the first half. There were waves and hellos to people that were walking in. Oh, nice play on the far side. We tried to overlap and the 1-2 action. Dights. Oh, nice play. Goes by the center back, gets it wide out to Brian Gay. Or I'm sorry, that's Gibbons. Gibbons back to Patrick Moylan. Brian Gay to Zanger. Josh Morrison-Deutsch making a run for it. Josh Morrison-Deutsch is able to save it. And Stavros Mikalakos coming far side. Absolutely. So Josh Morrison-Deutsch, you hear Coach John Grant saying, "Well done." You know, you give up the ball, you hustle back, and you get it right back for Westwood. Nice. T-Dights dishes it back. There's Gibbons, goes right by him. That'll be a corner kick. So again, if you watch the tape, Stavros Mikalakos wants to play it and then he starts to make his run. So you have to, as a team, press up. Welcome to cross the box into the field for Westwood. Substitution looks like Brian Gay will go out in time for Wallace. 12 minutes to play here in the game. Corner kick looks like Michael Moylan will take it for Westwood. That'll be a throw in for Westwood. Defensive play right to that was Brian Gibbons. Nice defensive play though there that poked it away. Right, Orsini.
Top play, Patrick Moore, nice travels.
Nice step by Dan Hiller. Dan Hiller gets the ball over to Stavros Mikalakos. Mikalakos to T-Dights. This I had no idea what was going on. It was a Dighton-Rehoboth player was down on the ground.
Dan Hiller showing his utmost sportsmanship.
I'll tell you, we joke about sportsmanship. With the shout out at the beginning of the game by Matt Gillis, the athletic director, for one of the Dighton-Rehoboth players' birthday. These players are actually good kids. This Westwood team, a bunch of really solid kids. So sportsmanship is something that we've seen a lot this year.
Great group of kids here. Boys are very well mannered, respectful, and the quality people.
For the most part, not really.
Pressure together, guys.
Nice. Stavros Mikalakos sticks with it, gets the ball over to Patrick Moreland. Oh, nice ball. And that's going to be a nice play. Play it out of danger there. So 3-0 with 9:30 to play in this game. Looks like Westwood get a little some defensive stance here. That's going to be a. They're going to say that's a foul on Michael Moreland.
That's appropriate call. He was getting a little overzealous.
A little handsy.
Bear-like in his paws.
Wolverine-like. That's a great ball. Well, that's a nice header. That's Reisfelder. Nice job. Michael Moreland gets the ball to Stavros Mikalakos. Mikalakos to T-Dights. T-Dights up to Patrick Moreland. Patrick is Stavros Mikalakos coming, making a run. Nice job.
Take the space. Take that space.
Let's get wide open. Get Patrick in the middle. Wide open.
Middle, pick up now. Get 10. Come on, man.
I'd like to see the chest pass there. Some point flow in the leg is not always the best tool for the trap.
Nice step by Michael Moreland. There's Josh Morrison-Deutsch. Oh, I'm sorry. That is Josh Morrison-Deutsch making a run.
Get a shot.
Nice defense by Brad Orsini, and then Pillar gets to Patrick Moreland to Stavros Mikalakos in the middle. Michael Moreland, there's Josh Morrison-Deutsch, and he has the speed to go right through it. Touching it, and that's going to be a goal. Oh my God! Oh, it'll be a corner kick. I anointed the goal to Josh Morrison-Deutsch, and a great job by the keeper. It'll be a corner kick for Westwood. And it looks like Michael T-Dights is going to try to be the short player.
Which is natural, because Moreland is about football.
Yes, what I meant by that is you'll see that the corner kick here. That's a nice play. That's a nicely drawn up play for Westwood. I wasn't sure if Michael T-Dights was going to take the left-footed blast there. It looked like he had an angle. There were no defenders.
Also not playing to a whistle. It's a bad habit. I love the intensity ratcheted higher.
Throw in for Westwood. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to play at Flayhigh Field, and it looks like a lot of the Dighton-Rehoboth fans they're starting to pour out. Stavros Mikalakos, Patrick Moylan, and Michael Moylan there. And that's going to be a foul. I didn't quite see
This is not going to be a gem in terms of soccer execution. They're going to get the job done, but it's...
Yeah, and as Bill Belichick often says after a win, there's a lot of things we can do better. I think John Grant's going to say the same.
How many phases of the game are there?
There's all three.
There's no special teams here. Oh, actually,
Nice job by Westwood with the wall for a counter. There's Kevin Lyons. Might be a throw in for Westwood.
We didn't get throw in. Good throw in.
Michael Moylan, excuse me. Michael Moylan back to Dan Hiller. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to play. Hiller to Patrick Moylan. Moylan to the Zanger. The Zanger out wide to Ricey. Moylan to Orsini. Orsini to the Zanger again. Kevin Zang. Gets a high ball, and that's Stavros Mikalakos. Oh! Coming across was Michael Tiedites, just a little too high. Nice job, nice couple of... Ooh, and they're going to call Kevin Lyons for being offsides. Nice 1-2. That was a close one, but I do agree with the call. So with 2 minutes and 49 seconds, guys, what do you know about the Duxbury team?
As George had said maybe early in the telecast, they definitely have a soccer lineage down in Duxbury. It all depends on the year, and again, we're talking about high school soccer. It all depends on the day. If the boys come out like they do this being Westwood today, this flat, it might be a tough one.
Oh, nice play. There's Gibbons. Gibbons goes to net. Gibbons, one to beat. And then again, the keeper, I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the keeper, this would be a 6-0 advantage for Westwood. He's done a great job in the first and second half.
Shooting right at him helps sometimes too.
Yeah,
We chose to not take that extra look up and slide it into the corner.
So George, to that point, you look at most professional soccer balls, they're at the shoulders or go up. Most of them are actually on the ground.
Michael Moylan look to deposit it across the box here. Lots of patience for Westwood. Tiedites. Turn it, get it to Orsini. Orsini. And that'll be a throw in for Westwood. Under two. Westwood will advance. So this is a preliminary round, I believe. Does this count as a first round or a preliminary? No, it counts as a state tournament win.
Gotta have more purpose of that ball.
Kevin Zang over to Orsini. Orsini to Tiedites. Tiedites will get it to Moylan. Moylan to Mikalakos. Gets it back to Orsini. To Hiller. To Zang. And that's right on Kevin Lyons' foot. is Justin Lowe coming across middle. A nice job by Michael Keatites. It looks like a deflated Dighton-Rehoboth Falcon team. They played a great game. I'll give it to them. Like you said, George, they never gave up. Lots of seniors here, and this is it's always a tough end to your senior career. Nice defense. Stoppers McLaughlin gets back to.
That's a tough ball to handle. Soccer was balanced, but that was not the easiest one to
Goes back. Goes right by the defender. That'll be a corner kick. And it looks like they may blow it. And that is going to do it. So no corner kick for Westwood, but they will be very happy to take a 3-0 win. Didn't necessarily play their game in the second half, but they possessed at times, and they come away with a 3-0 victory.
Offense is still something I'm concerned about, George. I think, the team, Dighton-Rehoboth, really worked hard up there. They didn't have the quality. We should have been able to exploit that quality for those 3 goals. We had a lot of shots on net. Good, but we need to finish more. So let's see what happens this coming week. George?
Working to work on a few things. Monday, big game. Tuesday night, Duxbury, like you said, is team with 16-1 right now.
I did do some scouting, and they're predominantly seniors on that Duxbury team. So that's okay. I mean,
Westwood with a first playoff win in quite a few years. So hats off to John Grant in his 8th season here at Westwood, and all of the boys. 6 seniors for Westwood, and they're living to fight another day.
so again, I want to thank Don Zhang for his time filming these games. Outstanding job in producing these as well.
And for giving us this microphone, which is unbelievable. This records. He'll then play this over the video. It's amazing. It's amazing. It blows our mind. Top notch. So Dong Zhang, Westwood Media Center again for everybody at Maggie McGinnis, Melinda Garfield, Connor as well, Connor Lynch. Phenomenal effort, guys. We'll see you next time in Duxbury.
All right, good night.